Jesus will return.
That's right. And it's a motivational driving point for them and their faith and those people who follow them, obviously, because it's a big deal that the Messiah comes back on earth. And their belief is that, again, the temple has to be built, the Temple of Solomon.
So they have a shared belief.
Yeah, and it seems to be a marriage of convenience here. So the temple will be built, and when the temple is built, the fake Messiah will come into the temple and place his idol there as a point of worship. So they believe that a fake Messiah will come and he will call people to worship him, and it will happen in the temple. So that's why the temple is a prerequisite for the evangelical Christian in the coming of Christ. And that is why there's such a support from the Christians of the United States for the Zionist nation, because the Temple of Solomon must be built by the Jews, and it must be built for the Antichrist to come, call himself a god. And then they believe when he does that, in agony, the people of faith will raise their hands to the heavens to say help, and then the actual Messiah will come.
Jesus will return.
So in this there's a bit of an irony, because it seems that one is using the other to get their own means out of it. So although our Jewish cousins believe in their Messiah, it seems, at least on the surface, that their Messiah might end out being the Antichrist of the Christian world, and through his coming, they will get their actual Messiah. The Muslims obviously have their own, and I might add, the prophecies are very vague. Like they've had to do a fair bit of imaginative reading to come up with these details. And then you come to the Islamic world, and our prophecies are, and I don't say this as a bias because I'm a Muslim, but the Islamic prophecies are very particular, and they're very detailed, and little room for ambiguity. So we also believe that Isa alayhi salam will come back, and we've got specific details with regards to it. So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "ينزل عيسى بن مريم بين محرودتين واضع كفيه على أجنحة ملكين عند منارة بيضاء شرقية دمشق." Jesus, the son of Mary, will come covered in two beige garbs, and you see the detail here. Two beige garbs, hands on the wings of two angels, عند منارة بيضاء, near the white Manarat, شرقية دمشق, on the eastern side of Damascus.
A white minaret on the eastern side of Damascus.
That's right. And subhanAllah, at his time when he uttered this, عليه أفضل الصلاة وأتم التسليم, there was no minaret there. And nor did Islam extend to there. Like Islam was not up to Syria. But as per prophecy, the mosque was built there, minaret is there now, the white minaret, and we believe he will come there. So these two prophecies of these two faiths are the driving mechanism of what is happening around there, and the endless support that we see. And then the Islamic prophecy, unlike our cousins, we are not actually trying to persuade that into coming.
We're not pushing
it, yes, but we also know that it will happen as prophesied.
It will come. So you've mentioned the descent of Jesus, Isa alayhi salam, in the eastern side of Damascus. This is the return of Jesus that we Muslims and Christians share, that he will return. We also share a belief in the Antichrist. Who is the Antichrist in Islam? And what do we know about him? What features, what signs did the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam inform us of?
So the Antichrist is of the major signs of the end of time.
Yes.
And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam informed us that there is no trial or tribulation or calamity ever to have visited humanity from the time of Adam till the day of judgment greater than the calamity of the Dajjal.
Wow.
إنها لم تكن فتنة على ظهر الأرض منذ ذرأ الله ذرية آدم أعظم من فتنة الدجال. There's no calamity, no trial, no tribulation to come upon mankind greater than that of the Antichrist. So with regards to him,
his features.
Yes, so the Prophet ﷺ gave us certain signs. So for example, he said, الدجال ممسوح العين مكتوب بين عينيه كافر. The Dajjal has had his eyes blotted out. So one of his eyes is not working. It is like you get dough when you pull your hand across dough, like as in it's...
like plaster, would you say what's
yeah,
plastered?
like wet plaster out, like that. And the other eye is flawed, like it works, but it's flawed.
Maybe a lazy eye, perhaps?
Perhaps I don't know, Allahu A'lam, but the hadith give descriptions of it like a dried out sultana. So it looks, so he seems to have ailment in both his eyes, and between his eyes, as in on his forehead, is written the word kafir. In one of the hadith, the Prophet spaced it out as in ka-fa-ra. And he made it's the condition to be able to read it, faith.
Okay.
So he says every person of faith will be able to read it, whether he can read or not.
Wow.
So normally in physics, you see something because light bounces on that object and then into your eyes. So in this instance, the light that will help you see the kafir is the light of faith.
Light of Iman.
Light of Iman. So you will see it, and then he has a lot of challenges that will follow in his time when he comes, and the challenges will shake faith to the core. And frankly, we will not be able to overpower him.
Yes.
And his death and destruction is written at the hands of the actual Messiah.
Yes.